safe streets, vibrant neighborhoods, successful business and commerce. These are things that make a healthy community. We are a diverse community, rural, suburban, urban, a multitude of languages and ethnicities, ages and experiences. We are a collaborative community. Public-private partnerships make us a model community that others want to follow. It is what makes us unique. It is what makes us strong. The employees of Kent County reflect our diversity and seek to serve our communities.
People in this county, in this area, we wrap our arms around each other. We come together to collaborate, to solve problems. We're all working for the good of the whole. And I think that's wonderful. And you can see it. You can see it as you drive around Kent County.
Our impact starts the day a baby is born and a birth certificate is issued, to protecting children from deadly diseases through vaccination, to the public safety and justice provided by law enforcement and the courts, to offering veteran services and caring for the elderly. Every day we work to keep our communities robust.
I think if you are somebody who is interested in serving your community, in building a strong knowledge base and a good group of people to work with, then the county is one of your best employment opportunities out there. It's been completely rewarding in every way I could possibly explain for 26 years, and I feel like I grow every single day still today.
Leading these dedicated employees, our 19-member Board of Commissioners and our County Administrator Controller, along with our elected officials and appointed department directors, placing emphasis on civic involvement, quality housing, vibrant neighborhoods, and strong, solid infrastructure to allow businesses to thrive. Professional, dedicated, collaborative, and innovative.
Behind the scenes, collaboration between foundations, charitable organizations, nonprofits, for-profit businesses, public sector demonstrated through the county, the city of Grand Rapids, the townships, all the cities and the villages in our area. If we don't come together, then we will not have the strength that we have today, and I only hope to build upon that.
Our aim is to make our communities the best they can be. We are involved in exciting development projects, sustainable recycling programs, and creative progressive prevention programming. We partner with elected officials, impacting policy ideas that become great achievements. We seek opportunities to reach out into the community and offer our services to help our residents make Kent County thrive.
Our relationship is solid, both from a staff standpoint at the county level as well as the Board of Commissioners. And they understand what we do and the benefits that we can do for the community, and vice versa. We couldn't do what we do without the help of Kent County.
While most of us are busy running our lives, Kent County's elected officials, administrator controller, and over 1,600 employees are serving the communities where we live our lives, so we can all have a place we are proud to call home. Kent County, its life well run.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the Finance and Physical Resources Committee meeting on Tuesday, October 15th. It is 8:30 a.m. I'd like to welcome fellow commissioners, guests, and staff we have with us today. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to come to the meeting. With that, I'll start with public comment. Is there any public that would like to address the Finance and Physical Resources Committee today? Seeing none, I will close public comment. That will bring us to our consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved. Yeah, support that.
All right, we have moved and supported. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The motion passes. That brings us to item number 3 from the Bureau of Equalization and Wayman.
Yes, this is a request. Hold on, let me make sure that I got the right one here. Looking for it here. It's just a presentation report.
Yeah,
Sorry. There's no
never
request.
mind, no
He's
request.
presenting.
He's presenting a report.
Let's go, Matt.
Matt, welcome.
Good morning, how are you today? So, as is my privilege to do on an annual basis,
Yes.
before you is the 2019 Apportionment Report. As I have indicated in the past, for those of you who've been on the board for a number of years, there are two primary functions that your equalization department performs on your behalf. One is the production of the annual equalization report. Is it on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. One is the production of the equalization report, and that is the summation of the changes in the assessed values from year to year, and that comes out in May. The other part, which is very important constitutional role for the Board of Commissioners, is to review and make sure that all of the millages from the various taxing authorities within Kent County are submitted and apportioned. And it is the county's board's responsibility to authorize the annual millage rates for the various taxing authorities in Kent County. And there are 70, I believe, overall, between the school districts, the townships, the cities, the board itself, the authorities like the libraries, DDAs, et cetera. So any taxing authority that wishes to levy a mill has to make sure that that mill is lawful. And we do that to you through the submission of the apportionment report, and that is our second annual report that we provide through the county. So I will be happy to entertain any questions that you may have regarding the overall millage questions within the county. I would give you just a few highlights in that there are oftentimes questions about the application of the Headley rollback function that the Constitution provides for. And the county itself, among many other taxing authorities, did receive a Headley rollback fraction for the 2019 year. What the Headley millage reduction fraction does is it simply states that should your taxable values exceed the rate of inflation minus any new construction, that your revenue line is limited. So your maximum authorized millage is rolled back so that you do not exceed the rate of inflation. And in Kent County, we did have a Headley rollback this year. For many years, we had a little bit of a gap between what our maximum authorized millage rate could have been and what the Headley maximum was. Now there is no longer a gap in our operating mills, and so our Headley millage is applying to our general allocated millage. And I foresee that it will, as long as we are in a growth economy where we have rising values and low inflation rates. So that's a general overview. In the report itself, there's a fair amount of detail detailing all of the various millages. Be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Sorry, apparently there is
Yes, there
There
is.
is
So we'll go through this.
there is an action request that we will have with this item, but we have the report first, and now we have the action item in front of us. But let's go ahead and start with questions on the report, and we'll start with Commissioner Voorhees.
Thank you, Madam Chair Jones. Good morning, Matt. So what, do you compare the total taxes that is assessed in Kent County? Do you keep track of from year to year what the total millage that is assessed and the total dollars that are collected in taxes?
On my side, I'm pretty much focused in on the maximum authorized rate. In general revenue sense, because we are in a growing area, of course, the revenues do grow on an annual basis. I would probably defer to fiscal services, or I could certainly follow up and provide you, sort of a revenue history on that side of the equation.
But if I may, Madam Chair, fiscal services would just tell what that is for the Kent County assessed tax. I'm talking about of all taxes assessed in the county, what is that dollar total, and how does that compare with years previous?
Well, in the report itself, it does have the current year totals for us. So if you go ahead and you look on page 2 of the blue worksheet here, that this is the actual form that goes to the state.
Okay.
What that does is that actually does go through and provide an estimated levy based on the authorized millage rates for each of the various units. So for instance, in Kent County, if you look there on the top of page 2, are you guys all
Yes.
tracking me with that? Okay. So the top 2 lines there, you've got Kent County, and then you got the state education tax. The total taxable value in column B is 24.1 billion. When you apply our county allocated rate of the 4.2571, that gives you the estimated county allocation of the 102.7 million, okay? Now, I say estimated because the purpose of the apportionment report is to authorize the millage rate, okay? The expression of the dollars in this instance, for example, would not capture any of the DDAs, any of the tax captures, any of the exemptions that would otherwise mitigate this maximum number. So the focus of this report is not, you're not authorizing the dollars, you're authorizing the millage rate to be applied. Because as we know, other elements of the general property tax law and other tax exemptions cut into that number. So I do not have a comparison of the revenues from year to year. Because after all, this is simply applying the rates. Fiscal services would be the one that I would follow up with, and we would be able to provide you a year-over-year application of the total taxes. The short answer is no. I don't track the actual dollars for
You
all
can
of
find
those
that
from year to
number in your budget document that we produced.
This one, right?
In our county budget,
Yeah, it's in the back of the book. It looks like this.
So, Commissioner Jones, the one you're referring to
Yeah.
right there, that's an overview of the growth in taxable value, not the actual tax dollars, which is what I believe, that's the question that I was answering, so I apologize for the.
yeah,
If I
I'd just like a
misunderstood.
comparison of real
Yeah.
dollars.
Right.
What are we collecting out of Kent County, this families, businesses and that?
Yeah.
In comparison to what we did 5 years ago?
So what I can do to answer that question specifically is I can go back and look at the report and look at the dollars that were estimated. But as I said, the mitigating factor there would be is that this is just an estimate, it doesn't take the DDA things. I would just need to follow up with fiscal services and try to obtain that answer for you. I can also work with the county treasurer because they can come up with a report of the actual real dollars collected over time. So we can certainly follow up on that for you.
I appreciate it.
Something along those lines would be good to add to this down the road, Layman, to think about. Because I think that would be a valuable addition to this. I thought that was already in there, but it's not. So, okay. Anyone else? Yes, Commissioner Moore?
I was just ready to move the resolution.
Well, we're not there quite yet, I don't think. Anyone else? Okay, let's go ahead and have a motion to move item 3 of the agenda, which actually we'll have Wayman read it first.
All right, okay. So this is a request to the board to approve the 2019 Apportionment Report, General Property Tax Law of PA 206 of 1983 as amended, outlines the responsibilities of the Board of Commissioners with respect to the annual apportionment report. Board of Commissioners examines certificates of each local taxing jurisdiction and directs millage rates to be spread on taxable valuations. The Board of Commissioners also determines the dollar requirements necessary to fund the assessments for drains to be spread on the respective townships and city rolls. Attached is the 2019 apportionment report as prepared by the Bureau of Equalization.
Okay, is there a motion to approve? Thank you, Commissioner Morgan and Commissioner Breavy. Any questions, comments, or discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. The motion passes. That brings us to item number 4, from Kent County Community Action. Wayman.
Yes, this next request is a request to accept and appropriate $128,000 to the 2019-20 KCCA fund from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services for the MEEP grant and to authorize the board chair or designee to execute the grant agreement, approve extensions, amendments, and increases to the grant opportunities not to exceed 15% of the original award. Each year, the Michigan Energy Assistance Program grant provides services for heating assistance and related services to eligible residents. The MEEP grant period is October 1, 2019 to September 30th, 2020 in the amount of $104,700 with a general fund transfer of $23,400 to be accepted and appropriated. The MEEP grant only allows 4% to be paid towards pension costs. Prior to signature, corporate counsel will review and approve all documents.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Support. And questions, comments, and discussion? Yes, Commissioner Bukowski.
Thank you, Chair. Is this just the staff portion of this program as opposed to, like the allocation for payment of bills and things like that?
Yeah, it works in consultation with other funds that Community Action has. So this helps provide staff support and some financial assistance, but it also works with CSBG and other dollars to provide direct service to clients.
All right, thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Well, that brings us to Commissioner Miscellaneous this morning. Is there any Commissioner Miscellaneous? Okay, seeing none, we are adjourned. Our next meeting date is November 5th.
I am Kent County. I am Kent County.
I am Kent County.
We are 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 Kent County.
Beya, Kent County. Ami, Kent County.
Somos Kent County.
Mas Ira, Kent County.
We are Kent County. We are Kent County. We are Kent County. Oh yeah.